Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to work on a bracelet using our bargain bead box for January Midnight Skies. Now I've designed this as a bracelet, but I may have too many links in it, so it might end up being either an anklet or we'll have to shorten it and make our bracelet that way. So let's turn down and I'll show you what we've got and we'll get working on it. Okay, so what we have is some Soft Flex dark blue lapis and some crimp tubes. Then we have the some of the beads from the kit. Let me see, which ones are these? These are the English cut ones. We have some of the connectors with the moon and the stars, and some of the little stars. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook our little moon and stars together with two of these in the middle, and then one of these stars as a spacer here, like so. And then we'll hook it together with our Soft Flex, and we'll just keep doing that down the line until we get the length we need. So on and so forth. So let's we'll get some line out, and we'll get some tubes out, and we'll start this. Just going to drop a few tubes right here on the mat. Put those aside. On, and then put it in the crimpers and twist. And there is our first one attached. Then we will put our beads on. We'll see if this will go over both strands or if I'm going to need to cut it. Looks like it'll go over both. See, that's going to sit like this. And we'll crimp the other side up over here. And as you can see, with the little crimp tubes and such in there, we're adding some length, which is what will make us possibly have to either change this into an anklet or shorten up our pieces. I'll trim this extra wire off here, and we'll go on to the next one. That's the first one done. Now on to the next. Now this is a magical crimper. As you can see, it's a little divot there. It only uses a 2x2 crimp. That's the only thing you can use with them. And it turns the crimp into this cute little ball. And put it on the third one here. Now you'll notice that I've been watching which way these go down on here. And I think I just got this one. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking I had got it upside down. But it looks like we're good. So now that we've got this where we want it, it's time to crimp again. So we get the tube right into the divot and squish. And then we turn it, squish again, and you'll do that a few times until it doesn't squish anymore. And at that time you should have a little ball. Now we'll cut the extra wire off. And as you can see, we have, oh, maybe I didn't have that one straight. Looks like it wants to roll here. Darn it. Nope, I don't have that one straight. It should have turned the other direction. So because it should have turned the other direction, since I don't want it upside down, we're going to have to cut this loose and go on from there. So we'll cut this off. And hook this to this side again. This our crimping pliers. Get that little right in the center, push down, turn, push again, continue to push until you get round little ball and no resistance. There we go, that's better. Okay. Now we will cut these loose and put them back on here. I'm going to need some more crimp tubes, so I'll pour some more out. Now we're going to lay these down flat, and then we're going to put this on while it's flat so we can see the direction that it's falling. I'm going to cut this off, seeing if this tail is what's causing this to act like it's in the wrong place. Let's see if it'll sit down right now. No, it wants to be the wrong way. Interesting. So oops, don't do that. You don't want to damage your wire. There we go. Now, because I have this so much shorter, it's going to be a little bit harder to feed in. but I should be able to do so anyway. Now, because this wire is short, I'm having some difficulties getting it to go down in where I want it to. So, if I can get it so I can reach it, I'm going to take hold of it with the pliers. But unfortunately, it keeps backing into here. So, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I finally got hold of it. So we're going to push these down, pull this down where I need it to be. Now I've got some extra tail there now, and that's all right. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to cut it off once we get this crimped. So now that we've got it in the right, going the right direction, everything seems to be good, we'll get in here and crimp this off. Okay. There we go. And now we'll trim this extra off up here by the bead. There we go. So now we have 3 strands in. Let's see how long that ends up being on your wrist. Well, we may be fine with the other 2. Might be just about perfect, actually. So let's get moving towards the next couple of steps. Okay, so we'll get going on the next step and put this next piece of wire onto here. Come on, baby. Now we'll put on our next bunch of beads. And now, of course, we have to be careful that we have this going the proper direction again. So, on we go. And through. Looks like this time we got it on good the first time, which is good. Now we just got to crimp this. And trim our wire. Come on, baby. So let's see how it sits on our wrist now. I think the next one may just make it about perfect. So let's get this last one going. This wire is going to get a teeny touch of trim right here. Come on, bead, go on there. There we go. And now for the last one here, putting it on. We'll crimp this. and trim our extra wire off. Now there we go. A bracelet. And now it's about perfect. Now, let's see if we get over here to this side. And I think we have just enough room to put on our clasps. For this side, I've got an extender chain, and for this side, I have a little thumbnail clasp. So let's get these put on here. Some little oval jump rings to do that. Let's open up this side. Put on our and the other side over here we will put on our chain. And there we go. There's our bracelet all finished. You can just... chain is hooked onto the star. There we go. Hook it right there. And there's our bracelet. We'll see how long that is. I'm gonna hook this directly to the oval jump ring here. Drop it onto our, and it's almost 7 3/4. So a little longer than I would have liked it to be, but not bad. It could have been a lot shorter or longer. With the clasp, it can go down. Actually, with the extender chain, you could wear it as an anklet probably, because it probably goes down to 9 inches. So there's our bracelet all finished. But I usually wear a 7 1/4, and I think that this will fit me just about perfectly on that last, on the oval jump ring. Let me see if I can get it to hook. Putting bracelets on by yourself is a real pain in the rear. See. There we go. So yeah, there it is. All finished. So then there's the extender. Now if you didn't want the extender, since this would be perfect for me, I would probably just take it off, but I think that turned out really cute. There we go. There's our bracelet. Take that off. And we can see out there. Isn't that pretty? I think it turned out quite nicely, and I was afraid it would be way too long, and it's, you know, if you had a really small wrist, it would be way too long, but for an average wrist. It's a little loose, but unless you want your bracelet really tight, it's about perfect. So this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been making a bracelet using our bargain bead box for January Midnight Skies. I hope you enjoyed making this with me, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.